What is up, Nephilim? This is the Jig coming at you with another D3 build guide. This is going to be the Natalya Speed Greater Rift build, which is super fun. This is a good build to push with if you want to get on a leaderboard that doesn't have a whole lot of competition, that has an interesting and unique playstyle. Anyways, before we get into it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Your support is always appreciated. And don't forget we are going to have a giveaway. I'm going to be giving away a copy of D4 or a different video game of your choice. How you enter is by being a subscriber to the channel and liking and commenting on any of the Diablo related videos on the channel. Each like and comment will get you one entry into the giveaway. And yeah, good luck if you decide to participate. Anyway, let's hop right into it. This set uses a lot of sets. And it's fun and oh, it's different. It's so different. It's got a very interesting play style, but it's a lot of fun. So we're starting with 5 pieces of Natalyas. We're using the chest, the feet, the hands, the legs, and the ring. All of these are literally required because we're sticking stuff everywhere else. So the 2 set, Spike Trap deals 100% increased damage to enemies affected by caltrops. Spike Trap now instantly refreshes charges on use, no longer costs resources, and each detonation restores 2 discipline. 4 set, Spike Trap explosions will blast affected enemies towards the nearest set of caltrops. Laying Spike Traps grants 75% damage reduction. It is always equal to the number of already laid traps in seconds. So we're literally just walking around spamming spamming Spike Traps. So it's insane. You're pretty tanky with this build. 6 set, Spike Trap deals 10,000% increased damage, and each consecutive explosion chain reaction will deal 25% more damage than the previous blast. So we are literally going to be one-shotting stuff. Like, I'm going to showcase this on a 90 with bad gear and a crafted primal. You could do this on 100. You could do this on a 110. It's just, you're limited by move speed, not DPS with this build. Okay, so we also have the Guild set. 2 set reduces damage taken by 15 and damage dealt by 30. 3 set reduces damage from elites by 30 and increases damage to elites by 30. We're elite hunting and looking for big packs of mobs. We also have the 3 set of the Guardian set. Your melee damage reduction is increased by 1% per 1,000 base vitality from equipped items, and your missile damage reduction is 1% per dexterity, depending on your stat, so dex, strength, or intelligence. And then the 3 set, you gain an additional 100% of your stats from equipped items. So we're super tanky. We got a lot of dex. It's incredible. Okay, so we have the Squirt's Necklace. While not taking damage, damage dealt is increased by up to 100%. Damage received up to 50. Convention of Elements. When this rolls around to cold, it's just going to increase our damage dealt by quite a bit. We have Dawn. I highly recommend crafting your Dawn as your crafted primal because you want to have a high roll on Vengeance. On the Vengeance cooldown, and then the Demon's Demise. Each blast from Spike Trap will damage all enemies again after 1 second, dealing increased damage. It's insanely strong. So the gems, we are using a cooldown gem in the hat because we need 100% uptime on Vengeance, and then we are using resistance gems in all the gear just for a little extra toughness. Zaya's Stone of Vengeance because of positioning and stuff, and it has a chance to stun. Like, there's just lots of reasons to use Zaya's. It's a really good gem for this build. We're using Bane of the Trapped because everything's going to be slowed all of the time. And then we're using Molten Wildebeest Gizzard to help keep up squirts as much as we can. In the cube, we have Cannon Bolter. Your spike traps lure enemies to them and deal 200% increased damage. Enemies may be taunted once every 10 seconds. So, yeah, it's just extra damage. The taunt helps, but it's extra damage. Tragul Coils. Spike traps gain the Scatter rune, are deployed twice as fast, and deal 200% increased damage. There's a lot of multipliers on this build, guys. And then Ring of Royal Grandeur, so we can have 2 3 sets and a 6-piece, which is insane. Shadow Power, Shadow Glide. This is just for movement speed. Spike Trap, Echoing Blast. Lay a trap that remains dormant, and then we blow them up. You know, they're slowed. And we can have up to 10 traps at a time. 5 traps is what that says, but we can have 10. Caltrops, Bait the Trap. It gives us an increased 10% crit chance while standing inside of it. Activates when sprung, slow the enemies. It's just, yeah. Mostly for the buff and the multiplier is what we're using that for. Smokescreen Displacement, just for movement speed. Vengeance Darkheart, this is our number 1 #1 cooldown for toughness. We want to keep that up at all times. And strafe, we literally only use this to pop our spike traps. I'll go over that in a second. I'm actually going to talk about that before we actually play, because this build is not the easiest. It's unique. Tactical advantage, whenever we use any of those abilities, we get Vault, Shadow Power, Smoke Screen, Backflip, Evasive Fire, 60% move speed for 2 seconds, so that's going to be up all the time. Ambush, increased damage against high health enemies. Call the Weak, slowed enemies take more damage, everything's going to be slowed. Custom Engineering, maximum number of charges of spike traps by 5, so we got 10 instead of 5. Alright, so the thing with this build that you got to remember, so you lay your spike traps, right? And then caltrops on them and blow them up. That's literally the play style. Spike trap, spike trap, spike trap, caltrop, blow them up. And that's what we're going to be doing. So let's do this 90. Go ahead and get up Vengeance. Go ahead and get up our move speed. So we are mainly looking for elites or big density. So we just want to kill things as we can. Yeah, this is just a walk around and slay build. Try to get big density if you can. If you can't, elite hunt. But mostly we are just elite hunting. But as you can see, we haven't even found an elite yet. But once we find an elite, we will likely one-shot it. Alright, so here's an elite. Bang, 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 bang. You set them up and you knock them down. Bang, 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 bang. Set them up and you knock them down. Super easy. It's kind of fun. Like, it's, like I said, it's its own thing, right? Like, it's got a unique play style. If you want to play something different, 100% give this a shot. It is fun. I do enjoy it. It's different. And you just do obscene damage. Like, your damage is literally huge with this build. Like, you do tons of damage. And funny story, the first time I ever played it, I got like halfway up the leaderboards. 2 reasons. 1, because I was paying attention to what I was doing and actually learned how to play the build. And 2, there's not a lot of competition for this one, guys. Like, get out there and play this build. It's good. It's fun. It's interesting. It's got a different play style. Like, I don't know. It's different. And that's the biggest thing I can say for it, is it's different, and we like different in this community, right? Like, that's some of the biggest things in the community is different. So I'm here for it. Drop some caltrops, blow them up. He dies. This is amazing. It's super easy, barely an inconvenience. If you get that reference, go ahead and drop that down in the comments. But yeah, like, you can literally, like, one-shot basically anything. We'll likely one-shot the Guardian. Like, yeah, I don't know. There's really nothing else to it. Like, just, you drop the traps, you drop a caltrop, and then you blow them up. Alright, so check this out. Bang, 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 bang. Alright, boom! One-shot him. Done. Done. But yeah, the 2.5 minutes, I mean, you're just going to be zooming. As long as you got the time to learn to play the build, it's super fun. It's super fun to push on. Like I said, not a lot of competition. Just check this one out, guys. Anyway, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget the giveaway. And get out there and get those legendaries.